Hi guys. I'm just gonna stream just a little bit, not too much right now. I'm having Otangelo on later today. It's past midnight here, so it's Sunday. And I don't want to take up Otangelo's time with my Today in History segment. And I also have a few announcements. Hey Doc. So I don't want to take up Otangelo's time with it. I want to be able to talk to him and, you know, so that's why I'm on right now. So let's go to Today in History. Okay. November 29th. Uh, what year is this? Not this year. I know it's 2020, but I mean the year this took place. Uh, I guess it'll tell me later. Despite strong Arab opposition, the United Nations voted for the partition of Palestine and the creation of an independent Jewish state. The modern conflict between Jews and Arabs in Palestine dates back to the 1910s when both groups laid claim to the British controlled territory. The Jews were Zionists, recent immigrants from Europe and Russia who came to the ancient homeland of the Jews to establish a Jewish national state. The native Palestine Arabs sought to stem Jewish immigration and set up a secular Palestinian state. Beginning in 1929, Arabs and Jews openly fought in Palestine, and Britain attempted to limit Jewish immigration as a means of appeasing the Arabs. As a result of the Holocaust in Europe, many Jews illegally entered Palestine during World War II. Radical Jewish groups employed terrorism against British forces in Palestine, which they thought had betrayed the Zionist cause. At the end of World War II, in 1945, the United States took up the Zionist cause. Britain, unable to find a practical solution, referred the problem to the United Nations, which on November 29, 1947, voted to partition Palestine. The Jews were to possess more than half of Palestine, though they made up less than half of Palestine's population. The Palestinian Arabs, aided by volunteers from other countries, fought the Zionist forces, but the Jews secured full control of their UN allocated share of Palestine and also some Arab territory. On May 14, 1948, Britain withdrew with the expiration of its mandate, and the State of Israel was proclaimed by Jewish Agency Chairman David Ben-Gurion. The next day, forces from Egypt, Transjordan, now known as Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, and Iraq invaded. uh, so that's all I'm going to read. There is more. Um, sure, Doc, that's fine. Um, I get my Today in History generally from history.com. Some days history.com doesn't have very interesting stuff, so then I go to HistoryNet, but generally it's history.com. Um, okay, so now for channel announcements. Like I said, Otangelo's coming on later on today. Um, Now, if you've seen me on the Rages channel, I can get very testy. on that channel. Um, that's not how this is going to be. We are not going to do science, even though I can. I mean, I can, obviously. But we're not going to do science. This is all about him and his story. And I want him to be able to tell his story. Um, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm not going to, attack him or anything. He is a Christian. I will go ahead and tell you that. He is a Christian. Uh, but he tends to be respectful. I don't see anything wrong with him. Um, in way of the respect thing. He is an evangelical. I will go ahead and tell you that. Um, but like I said, he tends to be very respectful. He's aside from the fact that he's an evangelical, he seems to have a good head on his shoulders. So, you know, come on in if you can. That is scheduled for noon Pacific Standard Time. Um, so I don't know where you are in way of time zones, but it is noon Pacific Standard Time. Um, so it's just a friendly conversation. It's not a debate. It's not challenging him in any way. It's just a friendly conversation. How did you get to the conclusion that evangelicalism was the right way to go and stuff like that? So, just a friendly conversation. No attacks, nothing like that. Um, I do that on Rage's channel because I can. I mean, if you want to attack somebody, Rage's channel is the way to go. But I try not to attack anybody, even on the Rage's channel. Um, but I can get testy. Um, on especially the Rage's channel when I'm on one of the live streams. I can't get testy, you know. But that's not what this is about. This is about Otangelo's story. And I want him to be able to give his story. And that's what this is about. This isn't about me. This isn't about my atheism or anything else. This is about Otangelo and his story. And that's what it's going to be about. And that's all it's going to be about. Except at the very beginning, I will be letting him know. He asked me a question on the Rages live stream. So I will be answering that question. It doesn't really have much to do with science, although it does have to do with journal articles and such. But, that's going to be very, very little of the stream. Most of the live stream is going to be him telling his story. So if you want to hear Otangelo's story, like I said, he's an evangelical Christian. Come on, I would appreciate, uh, since this is my channel, I do not use curse words. I use curse words on other people's channels because I can, you know. But I want this to be a respectful place for everybody: Christians, atheists, Muslims, Hindus, Buddhists, whoever. Okay? I want this to be a very respectful place for anybody and everybody. So, if you could be respectful in the chat, Um, and I will see you guys at noon um, today. And that's all I got to say, so I'll let you go.